them around like this.
Yeah. Or Kumos at $160 each. Continentals are way better than the Kumos, and the Contis are on special.
And how much are the Continentals?
$180.
Well, why would you go Kumos?
No, I'd go Contis for $20 more than the Kumos, and the normal retail on the Contis are $280. So they're $100 off. So I think the Contis, he said, I could get you something round and vaguely black for about $120. I said, you're sounding excited about that. He said, you know the story.
Chinese crap.
Mm-hmm.
That you put your life and everyone else's at risk putting on your car.
Yeah, I don't like crappy tyres, never have.
So she wanted to bring Chris for dinner tomorrow night. Basically, I said no.
I just didn't actually feel like it.
I said, look, you know, BJ we were concerned about you being hurt. I said, we cancelled on Monday because BJ couldn't spend the time with you that he needed to.
Oh, I told her I was sick, yeah.
Regardless of whether you were sick, whether you were on telephone calls or whether whatever, you couldn't spend the time that you wanted to or needed to on Monday, so we cancelled. And I said, it's not about Chris, but, you know, BJ would just be disappointed if he couldn't get to spend some time with you.
Oh, we might just go down the pub, you know, and have a main course meal.
Yep.
Make some noise, boys. They're sheep piling. This is driving really well. I suppose it's just out of service. It's done okay. I do like looking after this. You know, it had sat under the tarp for too long the other day. I had to nurse it for the first 10 minutes because, you know, the brakes are all locky and it's not a good thing to do to a car. The battery was quite flat. If it wasn't a rotary, it wouldn't have started because there's you don't have to lift a great mass up and down on a rotary, and they have a relatively low compression ratio. So if this was a piston engine car, it wouldn't have started, it would have gone brrr, you know. So it went brrr. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Got a long weekend. I'm just going to go, I think, down to... I'm just going to cheat now. I'm just going to go... It's too late. I'm going to go to the IGA and see what meat's there, and then to the Slappers.
Is she home?
Yeah, well, no, she wasn't. That's why I had to go and get Dane, go back home, drop me off so I could grab the Mazda because he had to go to Austin Computers to pick up his PC.
So do you want to go to Slappers or IGA?
How do you mean?
Well, the IGA had stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they had the pasta of the day.
Yeah, okay.
Why don't we go to our little IGA?
Oh, yeah, okay. We can go...
There straight now.
Which is our little IGA?
The Parry Ave one.
Oh, okay. Righto.
Remember the other day we went there, we got the chocolate things and we got some potato bake and...
No, don't drive up Mars, mate. It won't do you any fucking good.
Why is he trying to drive up our
I don't know.
house? Where did he come from?
I told Vandra about Senior Sergeant Brent directing the traffic.
What did she say to that?
She loved it.
What did she say?
I don't... Yeah, no, she thought that was funny.
Did he try to undertake it?
Yeah, that's right.
Vandra lived in Wyndham.
Yeah. I've been to Wyndham. Tried to leave as quickly as I possibly. Wyndham's a shithole.
That's right, and she was an adopted child.
Of Aboriginals.
Well, yeah, obviously. She's probably got plenty of pull in her.
Really?
Will you take a look at her?
So how old's Vandra?
Younger than me.
But not much.
No.
Because if she's been a copper for 30 years... No, she seemed to want to chat. She was very engaging.
She is. It's Vandra. She laughs and she's...
And I'm trying not to talk about me, but she's asking things, you know.
She's a cop. Like I said, you won't get Vandra until she decides you can have Vandra. And that's not... It's not a bad thing.
Oh, so I haven't passed the Vandra test yet.
Oh, I didn't say you haven't. But what I'm saying is that she's hilariously funny. And if you can see, you know, she is, you know, the makeup and the jewellery and the big hair and she likes to shop at Claremont and, you know, all of those things. And you can't hold it against her. You know, it's.
But why would you?
But that's right. But some people do, and you just take her where she is.
So do you prefer the IGAs pre-cooked than than the slappers?
My thing was, what did they have the other day that we got from the IGAs that we liked?
The rice salad was nice.
That we got Dane the pasta.
Yeah.
And what vegetable didn't we get, or did they have a potato in bake thing and we didn't get it, or what?
I thought we did from there one day.
We did too. It was something I know what it was we got from them that I liked. It was the creamy vegetables, remember? It wasn't just the potato bake. It was that had potato and pumpkin and all those things in there.
Do you want me to get off or?
Well, it's up to you. You do whatever you want to do. But
So,
don't run up the back of the cars, because if we get hit from behind, we plummet into the back one, at the back of that one, and we have nowhere to hide.
So do you want to? Okay, I got mineral resources at 9 o'clock, but I don't
Where?
know. Canning Bridge. You know,
That's Maine.
the old Monadelphous.
Why don't I drop him off in this car and you pick him up in the territory later? I can take this car in. That can give you an easy start.
But it's a consultation with Jess at 8.
Oh, you can't get to there by 9 o'clock.
No, so I might have to ring and be a bit late. And we may or may not be leaving him there depending on what the drugs are or what we decide. She wants to have a look at him and talk to us.
What, about putting him into palliative care?
I don't know.
I'm not doing it.
No. Anyhow.
Don't talk to me, because the answer is no. Right.
Right, what?
Why did she have to talk to me?
I don't know.
Why don't you talk to you?
She can talk to whoever. I'll take you and Dane and drop you off and take Sadie there for 8 o'clock.
Not that I don't love Sabre, I just don't know how to take it, Beach.
Yep, no, done. So what time do we need to leave home to get me there at 8 o'clock?
7.
7, righto. And chuck you guys in the city.
7.
And that means Boris is at home by himself. We'd always go to this IGA, or is this one no good? Not as good as our Parry Avenue one.
No, we can go to this one. It's fine, Bubby. It doesn't matter. Go to this one.
Which is better?
I have no idea. Go to this one. This one's probably got better hot foods. Seriously, we're not going to this one, okay?
No, go to this one. Canning Bridge, or did you think that one?
The Como one. But let's go to the Canning Bridge one.
I feel like some meat with fat on it. Hello? No, I want some meat with fat on it. Can you work from home tomorrow?
I had things that I need to do.
Okay. Huh? How come it was? Different cars, different increments, do different things.
Jesus, why did you drive like that in this traffic?
And look, fuck it, if there's nothing good here, we'll go to the other one. Who cares? Bobby? We'll get some doggy chook and some doggy tins. What else do we need? Jesus, ciabatta buns. How good were they? Can we do that tomorrow night again? Can we do soup? I'd really like your roasted garlic soup, or your potato and leek, or a repeat of last night.
Last night's was easy to repeat.
But wouldn't you have to go to the fish shop?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Easy to repeat. Because the flavour from the tomato sauce, the chili tomato sauce, was beautiful, and that's integral to the soup we had last night. But that was, that was one white onion, throw in some garlic, some paprika, some of my garam masala.
Stop. One white onion, did you fry it?
Yes.
So you chopped it, or?
Chopped it.
Okay, and then you fried it?
And I fried it, just softened it off.
Okay, did you put, right, and that went into the soup maker?
But in there, I started off the what do you call it, the onion. Then I threw in some garlic once the onion had started.
Mm-hmm.
Then I threw in some paprika, some garam masala.
Okay. And garam masala's curry?
That's the one that we made.
Right, and is that what you make curry out of?
Yeah. Well, you use garam masala in a curry, but it just gives that lovely flavour, So it's not that's not the chili part. That's the flavour.
So
of
onion, garlic, paprika, garam masala,
and just let that soften up.
A lot of oil or no oil?
Very little bit of oil, but when it starts to dry out, which it invariably does with all the spices and that, throw in a little bit of water.
Okay.
Because what the water will do is the water picks up the deglazes the pan, and then tip it into the pot. 1 potato, peel and all. So half of butternut.
And so do you chop the potato up?
You have to chop it up.
Yep.
Now the reason is because you've only got, if you think about it, you've got 21 minutes cooking time. Okay, so you don't, if you plonk a big potato,
So do you make like cubes like
I
that?
make small pieces.
Yep.
And besides anything else, by using smaller pieces, right, many more smaller pieces, you get more flavour because there's more area of the potato exposed to the liquids and everything. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you got more big. You just got a big plonk in there, then you got no real area exposed. But if you chop it up into lots of little bits, there's lots of area of the potato, the inside exposed to the flavour and to make flavour and to absorb flavour. So potato, chopped up the half and the half of butternut, threw that in there. Then put the whole of the soup thing, the chili tomato thing. Right, so put that whole packet in. Right, and then what you got left is you've got on the inside of that pot, the soup pot, you've got a minimum line and a maximum line. So then I got the stock and tipped it up until I was just under the maximum line.
Is that the new stock I bought?
Yes, that's the one you bought yesterday.
And you didn't tell me to get stock.
No, but you did. Now, if I hadn't had the stock, the reason why I chose to put the tomato in is a couple of things. It gives it the liquid, right, and also because of the flavour content part of it. But because I didn't tell you to get stock and I didn't have stock, then that was basically forming the stock.
Yeah. Okay.
And then ordinary water would have finished it off fine.
Yep.
Does that
Yep.
make a lot of sense there?
Packed in?
And then just let it go. I didn't even add any salt into that because I wasn't sure how much salt was going to be in the tomato.
Yeah,
so I
okay.
didn't want to overdo it. I thought you can add salt, which is what we did, but it's bloody hard to take salt out.
But I didn't add a lot of salt to my meal.
No.
I put probably a pinch in there.
Yeah.
You know, if that.
Yeah, and I found between
Yeah. Yeah. Winding my window up?
I don't know.
I thought you might not do Who? Printed these up.
Taking them out of the oven too. Beef cheese lasagna, roast pork dinner, roast pork.
Come down here and we'll come back. What is it?
lot. That's a lot. Here's a Supreme. I'm not. We can do ice in a minute. I know. Oh, there's a lasagna there.
Whatever you want to do. Slow down for the hot food. No, because I wanted to get the dog chicken and then come back and get the hot food because it was illogical to get the hot food and walk around the freezer set. Whatever you think they like. No, not really. I don't know what it is. Come on. What about the puppy? Oh, okay. I know, I just thought something because we walked past it.
We'll get it.
Oh, thanks.
No. Something down here.
You want the custard to go with your guitar?
I'm not. Right, you thought,
Just do something with a little bit of sauce on it or something.
okay, that's what you want. Well, you've got this.
Which is going to be better.
You might need to get yourself a little microphone.
What have we got the sauce?
What does Benji want? If that's what Benji wants, then Benji needs to grab it and put it in the trolley for himself. I'm not worrying about them. They're not getting this. They're getting a pizza or something. Calzone. So you're thinking about one person's food. So what do you get? No, we're not the oven. That's right.
But if you like it.
You always say that $10 cream.
better to go with the IGA. The other one. Hang on. But look, there it is. I don't think Sadie needs one.
Not on the first. Polar.
There's a chicken berry in the Magnotta.
Where?
There. I don't know what the flavours are. No, below it. They all look really nice. What are you going to I don't know. Sorry, what was the question?
The question was how many?
I don't know. Get a large container of it, I suppose. That would do. However many fit in a large container.
Go with the lamp.
Beautiful.
Let's steal the pork crackling and run. He might catch up with us. Can I have a large potato, a pumpkin and carrots one too? What the rest in there, please?
One of the big
Are you sure? Just get it. Perfect.
Yeah.
One
No, I don't.
Don't worry about me. I am. I've got some vegetables. Thank you very much. And
No, what is it? It's not. Apple. Okay? No. Yeah, really good. How are you? Nothing good.
Lots of good things, but not what I want.